Today I took one trade, one winner. Decent winner. And so this says perfect day, executed cleanly, and a high conviction. I almost did not take this trade because I was thinking about taking a short right before this. So going into today, pivots were higher on TPO after yesterday's rally. And there was a nice rally yesterday, so these narrow pivots became wider today. So it was an outside relationship on CPR and then an overlapping higher. So it was kind of bullish, so I want to stay on the side of the bulls, but also because it was an outside day on CPR, I was wary of it just kind of consolidating. But it actually seemed like it was going to open inside value until like the last few minutes when it rallied up. And it opened inside value, or above value, but inside range. So then my plan became to long value area high here to target the supply, this pre-market high, and then H3 here. So yeah, 7 a.m. consumer confidence news. It went above yesterday's high and then came back down. So there was this rejection of this pre-market area where it rejected off of supply. So that's kind of what I was worried about. So the main plan was value area high long or supply short. So let's see. So market opens up here, above value but inside range, and then starts coming down. When it comes down, I don't really see much of a confirmation here, but what I do see is that there is a delta divergence bearish there. And it tries again to come back up, forms another delta divergence here on the 2-minute for the first minutes of the opening. Even on the CVD, it's going higher, breaking highs while price is not breaking highs, so it's a divergence there. I definitely did not like that. Also, there was a P shape forming over here, right there. So I was really considering a short here for a breakdown out of this high volume node. I was like, there's a P shape, there's delta divergences, CVD hidden divergence, but it's not in the plan. But it is rejecting off of yesterday's high, so it could be something, right? But I said it's not in the plan. If it breaks down, it breaks down, right? But I also didn't see any solid confirmation for longs either, so I was just sitting on my hands here. Then I saw it come down, rejecting once again, and it did seem like it was breaking down here. So when it did, I said I really want to go short here. CVD hidden divergence is very bearish, so let's keep making highs. Delta divergence on the 1 minute, but it couldn't go anywhere. And then it starts breaking down, so I'm really kind of hating myself here. I'm like, ugh, I wish I wasn't short, but it wasn't my plan, so it was a battle to not take the short. But then it bounces, and it bounces pretty quickly here, and forms a delta divergence here, negative delta, but the 20 range bar closes higher. I did see this 1 minute kind of engulfing counter here, 2-bar reversal, and also what started out as a 3-minute high volume hammer. So I did like that. I liked the delta divergence there. I honestly didn't see much else, but this CVD, when it broke the lows here, but price was nowhere near the lows, I liked that a lot. So that was kind of my final confirmation to get in long. So as it was coming down, retesting, it formed a 1 minute delta divergence here, and then it was forming a 2-minute delta divergence here until buyers came in and got rid of that. But I liked this as it was breaking the lows, but this was nowhere near the lows. So I went in long, 2 contracts. And yeah, I'm glad that I wasn't in that short, because if I was, I would have gone stopped over here. I would have missed this entry. So always follow the plan, right? I make my plan when my head is clear rather than when I'm in the middle of things. So gotta trust the plan. So I got in long right there, about a 5-point stop. And my initial target was the pre-market high here, 7,006, and it hits that pretty quickly. I was a little nervous at the beginning here, um, but it does make its way up to 7,006 here, and that's my first target. So that was about 2R, and my second target now is H3, 7013. So I took this off at pre-market high because it was also inside supply and it was breaking or rejecting since pre-market. So I wanted to take some off here before I want to try for 3R and H3. So then here it seems to start rejecting, but it bounces up, forms a delta divergence there, and a huge hammer candle, high volume hammer on the 5 minute here. So that gave me a little more confidence to hold, and I just consolidated here for a long time until finally broke out like 30 minutes later and hit my target. So that was the trade. Not bad. I'm actually really proud that I didn't go short here and just stuck to my plan and waited for long opportunities, because that was what my plan was. So good on that, and good on not just selling it off over here and following my trade management rules too.